Hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls 2, and look, I'm dead! Do you know why that is? I screwed up doing that jump I was talking about off camera since the last part. And rather than instantly use an effigy to turn human and do the Sunbro side stuff I was talking about, I decided, well, I'm dead now, so I might as well start this part by doing the stuff I said I was going to do if I was ever dead on camera. So yeah, that's how we're going to start this part. Then I'm going to do some clearing of Earthen Peak. I don't think there's going to be a boss fight in this part. So if you're only looking for boss fights, this may not be the part for you. Just fair warning. And also, I certainly hope I don't get invaded because I am currently uploading. So yeah, that'll be a bad experience for all involved if that happens. But still, we're going to travel and we're going to go to, do you remember a long time ago I actually opened up this bonfire, the second one in Shaded Woods where we spoke to Clayton. And actually, I really wish I hadn't done this now because you meet Pate in Earthen Peak. And I think he won't be there now because I've already spoke to Clayton when he was here. So it's probably best not to do it in the order I did. I think it's better to have at least gotten into Earthen Peak and spoken to Pate prior to coming here and speaking to Clayton, because Clayton was standing right there against the wall and he's now moved to his next area. But we'll see, because I mean I plan to do Earthen Peak after I've done some stuff here. So yeah, at this crossroad, this is the part I'm talking about. It's a horribly, horribly foggy area. You can barely see. The camera zooms in really close when you walk forward enough. And it's full of ghostly, invisible assassins who, if they catch you, backstab you, and regardless of your armor, I believe, because this happened to my melee character towards the end of the game, they insta-kill you if they backstab you. And it's incredibly likely that's going to happen, so that's why I wanted to do this as an undead. There's 3 things I want to do in this forest, only one of which I've done on my other character, so it's going to be a new experience for me as well. The one thing I have done is get through it to the other side where there's a bonfire I want to open up for later. That's a given, we're going to do that for sure, but there's other things I want to do. And by the way, if you stand here and move forward ever so slightly enough before the camera zooms in, you can actually see the silhouettes of the ghost enemies. Now unfortunately I can't quite see them here, but if you have a bow and arrow you can snipe them and kill them. Poison arrows are always the best bet, for the record. In fact, yep, I can see one. Maybe you can't because the screen will be too small, but right in front of me in the trees you can definitely see a guy just wandering around. I don't know if there's any point to being able to snipe them, because I've heard that the longer you stay in this the foggy area, the more of them spawn. So maybe there's absolutely no point. Like I thought, oh, I'll just snipe them and then I can safely walk through the area. Well, apparently that doesn't work. I do not know for sure. Feel free to correct me if you know better. So yeah, we're not even going to bother equipping my staff. I'm running at this point. I can't fight them. You can't target them. You can use, like, if you were using a greatsword, you could swing it. You know, just do big swaths. So there's definitely one guy on the right, there's one on the left somewhere. Now you want to hug the left wall, I believe. Now this is one of the things I haven't done, so bear with me if I screw up on my first try. I want to keep on going up to the left. Yes, this is it. Right, and now I need to make sure I was not being followed, so we're just going to roll, we're going to stand in a corner and we're going to block for a few seconds. And if I get attacked, they can't backstab me. It looks fine. Is that a silhouette in front of me? It's so hard to tell. Okay, apparently I'm safe. Right, this is something I never did on my other character. There's an NPC talk to here, and it clears up something that confused the hell out of me on my other character, put it that way. But yeah, okay, it's safe. I'm going to look around because I think there was items. I did actually come here on my other character after working out it was a thing, but I didn't give a dialogue options because I'd already forwarded the plot. So a fire seed I just picked up there, that is used to upgrade your pyromancy flame. And they usually cost 8 grand each, so getting one for free is always really nice, and especially if you're using a melee character, there's no reason not to use pyromancy because it's so OP, especially flame swath that you get from straight. So if you have that, it's really useful, and upgrading your pyromancy flame makes it do even more damage. So yeah, there's a head embedded in the rocks here, you can kind of see it. It's the red helmeted one. That is, oh, what's his name? Vengarl. So he has a very lengthy dialogue from what I hear. I may fast forward some of it if it does go on too long, but let's get started.
Leave me be.
I'm also going to be constantly turning the camera because I'm really worried that an enemy's going to come up there.
Leave me be.
Yeah, he starts off a bit cold, as most NPCs do, but keep talking.
What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengarl, if I deserve.
You sound like Sean Bean. Say winter's coming.
'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. So I thought. came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad.
Jesus Christ, I thought that was an enemy. God, my heart just beat out of my chest there.
Days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, but don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something. My body. I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me. My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far.
See, that is some foreshadowing that would have made things make a lot more sense in my other character.
I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
So for the record, you can actually get Vengarl to help you in more ways than one. You never actually need to speak to him to do it, you just need to deal with, that's in inverted commas, his body. So we can learn a gesture from him, and it's the decapitate gesture, which is very, very fun. And what does he sell? I can't actually remember. He sells a claymore greatsword, right? What ring is this? Ring of soul protection. Nullifies death and petrification, but breaks. Any ring that says but breaks in this one is infinitely better than it was in Demon Souls and Dark Souls, because you can just pay between 3,000 and 10,000 souls to repair it. So the ring that actually protects you from losing your souls on death, assuming you don't mind paying the 3 grand to repair it every time, probably saves you in the long run, especially on New Game and New Game Plus, more than you would have lost otherwise. So it's a sound investment. Now that one doesn't quite do the same thing. That just saves you from petrification, so it's not entirely the same, but still. He sells destructive great arrows. You need a great bow to fire great arrows. And then he also sells lightning urns and gold pine resin. So his element of choice is lightning. So we are kindred spirits, you and me, Vengarl. Not going to buy them though, because I can shoot laser bolts from my wand. You do have a spell though. Magic barrier. Miracle, encasing the body in magical barrier, increases resistance to magic, lightning, fire, and dark. That would actually be very helpful for our upcoming bosses. Unfortunately, it needs 14 faith, and I don't really want to have to get my faith any higher. And it's only 2 levels, though. And there is another hex I can use if I get my faith to 14 as well. So you know what? I might do that, and I might come back to Old Vengarl to buy that. But we are going to exhaust some more dialogue options here, because if you do, and there is a lot, he will actually give you the helmet he is wearing, and that's the missing part of the set that I didn't have because I missed this conversation on my other character for a while.
I cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for. I was born in Feroza, a land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbours. Eventually, our kingdom fell, and our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was. I am grateful for these peaceful days. But such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding? Thank you for lending an ear to my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them.
Okay, there we go. Vengarl's helm. And if you are a melee build, if I remember correctly from what I read, it's very nice. No, I think I don't need to talk to him. I'm just going to double check.
Sometimes.
Yeah, okay, he's repeating himself. Good, good. Right.
Farewell. I will retire.
Now, if you return to him after dealing with his body, I think you get given something else, but I don't know what. So we'll find out together, I guess. Let me just check the stats of that helmet for you. Really high base defense for a helmet. Most helmets come at like 50 to 70 defense, and that's at almost 100, and one of them is over 100 for slashing damage, I think. Does it have any other? Nope. And attribute bonus, physical defense, influence. So if your physical defense stat is high, you'll get more defense out of it. Yep, okay, that makes sense. Plus it looks like a damn tiger, so you know it's pretty damn good. Right, so now, the second thing we're going to do in this area is the one thing I do know how to do, and if I keep on hugging left, I should be okay. I actually only know how to... It's getting through the other side of the forest. That's what I want to do here. First of all, we'll quickly grab whatever that is. A human effigy. Fine, that'll be me resurrecting after I do this. And we're going to run. We're going to wait. We're going to run. I don't want to lose all my stamina. Uh-oh. Where am I going? Where the hell am I going? Is this the way? Yes. Yes, this is the way. Yes. Excellent. Right. We keep on running. Keep on running. Keep on running. Out of the fog. Still going to run because I'm ultra paranoid. We want to come up here into a new area. There's lag for some reason. Oh, was that a player? Please let that be a player. God, the player ghosts have never been more terrifying than they are in this area. And up here, we have a bonfire. So if I wanted to, I never need to go through that foggy area again. There we go. This area, by the way, pretty damn difficult, and if I do say so myself. The enemies, regardless of how good your armor are, they hit like trucks. But there's also a really amazing melee weapon that I think I can show you how to get. I'll probably have to homeward bone afterwards. But yeah, I should be able to. If I can jump out this window, I think I can show you how to get it. Just do that. There's a guy who needs unpetrified. There's no point to doing that just yet. There's only one, what they call basilisks, right? The poisonous people. Yeah, I can deal with you easily enough. Can't remember what this is, but I might as well come get it because I'm here anyway. Raw stone applies raw to a weapon. Soul of a brave warrior and a twilight herb. Meh. Not exactly of worth, and there's no item in there. Right, if you're a melee build, particularly if you're focusing more so on dex than strength, then the only thing you will ever need, assuming you just care about doing absolutely shit tons of damage, to be frank, is, I believe, what's in this chest. Yep, Black Knight Halberd. It's an amazing weapon. There's just no two ways about it. I can't find the weapon that compares to it on my dex melee build character, and I might show it off one day just to show you. I mean, obviously it's not going to be amazing, but look, unupgraded, it's got a base damage of 213 plus 90 fire damage. It scales C in strength, B in dex, and C in fire. And fire you can get from raising your pyromancy, your attunement, your faith, etc. So on my melee build, who I did a little bit of strength, I got strength to like 20, I did a lot of dex, got dex to about 30ish, and then I also did faith to around about 30 as well, because I kind of became a paladin by the end of it. This halberd just can't be beaten, and I kind of wish it could be, because the halberd fighting style isn't to my taste, although it is an amazing fighting style in terms of doing well in the game. You have amazing reach, you can attack while blocking. Yeah, that weapon, just if you want to kick the shit out of the game as a semi-focused dex build, that's for you. I mean, there probably is better weapons and better builds and whatnot, but that is the best weapon I have on my other character, and I don't use it a lot unless I'm really, struggling, because I like the fighting style of other weapons more. And yeah, there's no actual way back to the bonfire, so I'm going to homeward bone. I mean, even if I jumped across there, there's no way back. I could technically use the only other fragrant branch of yore I have in my inventory on that petrified enemy over there. Don't want to use it on him because there's something else I want to do in this area that I need the branch for. I am going to get more branches, but for now I only have the one. I did activate this. I didn't rest at it, but that's fine. Now the one last thing to do down in that forest that I've never done is that there's a Cloranthy +1 ring. That's the stamina regen ring, and it brings it back onto the power that it had in the previous games apparently. It's in a chest in that forest, and there's an incredibly high probability that you'll die as soon as you try and open the chest. I don't even know of where the chest is. I know there's more than one. I know that I'm probably about to die. Actually, there is one more thing I want to test as well. Just going to light the torch here for a second, because it doesn't matter whether I'm blocking or not. Backstabs will go through the block. So we're going to take this back with me, because I'm just curious for two things. One, does this make the fog recede a little? And two, there's a tree with a face in it, and I'm curious if you can light it on fire to do something. Right, okay, the torch makes absolutely no difference to the fog. Good to know. You see the face in the... Look, that is horrifying. And if you hit it, it makes a noise. It makes a horrible, horrible noise. Now, can I swing with this? I can, but it doesn't do anything. I mean, it makes a noise like a giant, so it does kind of imply that this was a giant, maybe, but I don't know if there's any reason for it existing. Right, so I could just run into the fog, I guess, and just stumble around blindly, hoping I find a chest, and then I'm going to die. I don't want this video of me constantly dying in the fog. I'll do it once. I'll get backstabbed at some point or another, and I'll die. But if I get a bearing on where a chest is, that is fine with me. So I'll hug left and see what I find. That's a blood... Oh, there's a chest up there. Okay, so I need to get a bit higher and then go round. That's possible. I mean, I'm probably being chased at this point, but I can keep ahead of the curve. Keep going, man. Why aren't you running? There, run. Run, 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 run. I don't care if you're a mimic. Oh, I see an enemy behind me, I think. I don't believe it! I found it! Is there an enemy there? Yeah, there is. Do you see him? Right there. Oh, he's trying to backstab. He fell off. Right, bone. There. That was a lot easier than I thought. So if you go from the bonfire, you can get to the Cloranthy ring ultra easy just by hugging left. I'm going to have to go do that in my melee character now because I really want that ring for him. And we'll just do the straight 100% upgrade by going here, going to Cloranthy ring. And yeah, it weighs more, but it's faster regen. There's no stat I can like compare it to, but it's faster because it's +1. That puts me above 30%, which is quite annoying, but I was planning, if you want to hear a bit more about my stat planning, after I get 2 more levels in Int, so I'm at Int 40, I'm going to raise Vitality, Endurance and Vigour to all 15. So that should give me enough weight limit that I'm back below 30%, so I'll still have the ultra fast, ultra long roll. I mean, it'll still be fast, it's just, I think you have to be below 30 to get the most frames, I'm not sure. Right, so yeah, that's the main things I wanted to do in this part, but we're only at 17 minutes, so next what we're going to do is do some prep in... Where are we? Where is it? Oh, I was right on it. Yeah, in Earthen Peak. We're going to get to the next bonfire, to be specific. Cleared the way to the boss, and that would mean next time we can actually maybe take on the boss. And I'll talk more about the boss of the area in the next part that I do, I think, because there's a lot to say. But we are going to do prep work. Although if I get to certain... Like, in my Let's Look At, I mentioned that the only boss I hadn't killed yet that I knew about was a boss I figured that there was a gimmick to defeating. It's the boss of this area, and I was 100% correct. Now, I could technically turn human. I'm trying to think if there's any point. There's not technically a point, because I'm not planning on fighting the boss in this part. So... yeah, there is an NPC summon apparently for this boss that I didn't know about as well. But, as I say, I'm not planning on killing... Oh, that bloody ghost gave me a fright! Oh, the Shaded Woods has me freaked the hell out. Yes, as I was about to say, before I got distracted, I also got briefly distracted because for some reason... Oh, right, yeah, it's half an hour until my dog's meal time, so she's trying to bug me to make me stop recording and give her... I can't remember what I was saying there. Oh, about the boss, yes, there's an NPC summon for this boss I didn't find on my other character. But I'm not planning on fighting the boss in this part, so therefore it's irrelevant that I'm undead. Unless NPCs don't appear while I'm undead, but I don't think that's the case. Also, I'm a mage. Why the hell am I trying to fight this guy in close range? So these are the mannequins, and they are one of the main enemy in the area. They love trying to poison you. Screw you. Oh, that's the wrong one. I just used the wrong item. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, and I think they're meant to be the white masked guys from the trailer, although now they have no heads for some reason, and I don't have a clue why. And yeah, so they're one of the main enemies in the area. There's also some of the hammer guys. In fact, up here I believe there is one behind that. Can I get you from here? I totally can. And you shouldn't be able to hit me with throwing knives because I'm too low. Nice. There's also some halberd, shieldy type guys. There should be a switch here to raise that. Ah, there is. That pot over there is filled with poison. If me or an enemy smashes it nearby, I'll get poisoned. Because poison is the flavour of the month in this area. Now, you guys are resistant to magic, so I guess Fire Sword is a good idea here. Let's try it. Yep, and we'll backstab you. No, we won't. Why didn't backstab proc? Let's try that again. There we go. Although it killed him, so it doesn't matter. Be wary of right. In short, enemy ahead. Yep, there's 2 archers on the right that both fire at you and you can't get to them. Although because I'm a mage, that shouldn't be an issue. They fire poison arrows though with very, very fast... Everything in this area, these guys in particular, super fast poison build up. Oh, you just got a backstab. And you're using a twin blade. I wish the twin blades had better stats because I love them. Right, let's knock him off. Oh, you didn't get knocked off. Fine, let's just kill you then. Well, you poison me. Fuck you. I really hate... this armour does not have good poison resist, clearly, because it's usually 3 arrows to poison you. So the other guy is over there. I don't think I'm going to be able to target him without aggroing this kind of paladin-looking guy on the far end of the bridge. Let's try. Can I edge for... Yeah, I can. I'll probably end up getting poisoned again because they're not getting stunned by my spells. Or not. Fine. Good. So next we want to provoke this guy to fight me, but I don't want to have a fight on a bridge because that would be bad for business. I'm also going to use Great Heavy because I just realised I know the way to the bonfire, so... Oh, but he blocks everything. Could you not block? Go down and attack. Shoot at him. Shoot at him. Straight back to blocking. Yeah, these guys absolutely love to block. They use the halberd fighting style really, really well. So they're really good at blocking, attacking, blocking, swiping, blocking, you know what I mean. You can backstab them if they do certain attacks, but they're hard to goad out. That'll fire really, really slow attacks at you that do basically nothing. What are you going to do about that, eh? Or are you weak against dark, I wonder? Not really. Come on. Oh, you're going to Estus. Est that? Oh, your Estus actually did proc. Although I just realised, yeah, this has really good poise damage. Look at that, I keep on stunning him, yeah. So, Dark Orb. Not amazing damage, but it seems to have really... Stop that. It seems to have really nice poise damage. So that's good. The next bonfire, by the way, right there. It's a really short trip. We do have some more housework to do in this area, though, to make the boss doable. Right. These mannequin things are pretty deadly up close, so let me just be very, very cautious here. There's none on the left, so that means on the right is probably something. Or does someone drop down? Aha! Okay. 2 of them, and they're going to go on a knife-happy spree, probably. Oh, be very careful. Yeah, I'll get poisoned, but that's fine. I'll run across the bridge and let them chase me. And I'll S this. It should be okay. Oh, you're blocking, right. Oh, you're not blocking anymore. Take that, and this should finish you. Good. Oh, I'm still losing health. Fine, I'll just S this again. I don't want to use up all my blossoms because I need them. Where the... You just give up, did you? Alright, fine. He's almost dead from memory, so I think not wasting spells is perfectly acceptable. Where the... Oi! Oi! I can see you. Can I fire a homing arrow? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons at this point. Where's my homing spell? There it is. Go get him, slow moving ball of death. No, you're not going to do that? Okay. What is over this way? Let me just... he's probably going to drop down. I just want to check what's over here very quickly. I think this might be where Pate is supposed to be. I'm going to turn myself human on the off chance you need to be human to speak to NPCs. I don't think you need to be, but I've got 25 human effigies, so you know I don't really need them. Hooray! Plus I don't look like a zombie now. So let's just have a little wander down here. Be wary of right. Yep, I can see him. Let's just go to my heavy hitting spell. Can you lock on, please? I can see him. Did that hit him? It did. Oh, very, very nearly one-shots for a regular hit. Good. What do we have here? Be wary of sniper. No, I already killed the sniper, so this is fine. I don't remember if anyone drops down behind me, but I'm going to two-hand my sword on the off chance this is a mimic. It is not. Check behind me while I open. Okay. It's a pike. Fair enough. Not something I'll use, but add it to the pile, I guess. Right, so now we do need to go up that ladder. So I guess I'm going to have to talk a little bit about the boss. There's a trick to the boss where the place you fight the boss in is filled with poison. And you have to do something out here to drain most of the poison. I didn't know that when I was playing this before the game was released. I knew there would be some trick to it. I said so in my Let's Look At, but I couldn't find what you do. I have now found what you do, thanks to the internet. And it makes the fight infinitely easier in my opinion, but it is actually possible to do it without, and I'll go into more details why in the part where I actually fight the boss. You can actually see he was just giving away what he was doing there. So before I light the bonfire, because otherwise I'll need to kill these guys again and I want to avoid that. If I use I should have flame butterflies, yes I do. Use that. Light that. Come up here. very carefully and light this. What does that do? That stops the mechanisms inside functioning, and it drains all the poison from the boss arena and outside the boss arena, which I think is where the NPC summon sign is, which is also why I didn't find it when I was trying to fight the boss, because if you haven't drained the poison you can't see it. And there's no point in keeping the torch out now. Yep, so that's going to do that, and we're going to walk through this fog wall to a bonfire. So I think for the last part of this video we have still got other things to do in this area, but what I'll aim to do is see if Pate is here and exhaust his dialogue so he moves again. Things may actually change because of the order I've done them in, but we'll see. And yeah, so if we go out here, if you take a left as soon as you go out, the mannequins should not aggro. Right, yes, good. Oh, I thought that door was closed to start with. That's very strange. It's very strange indeed. Okay, if you walk down there, you set off a trap that fires arrows at you, plus there's a mannequin at the end of the hall that tries to hit you. I wonder if I two-hand my fire sword I can take out a mannequin that doesn't know I'm there. Yeah, I can. 3 hits with two-handed isn't too shabby. What is this? I got a mannequin mask. How can you have a mannequin mask when they don't have faces? Mannequin mask, what does it look like? Yeah, that isn't as dramatic as the ones in the trailer, is it? Still. Now, do we fall down here? Nope, because that's the platform I was on before, plus that fall would probably kill me. Oh yeah, there is the other really important thing to do here. I forgot, the NPC we need to move back to Majula. But I think you have to kill the boss to make him move. Still, we can meet him. Now, does this close as I walk over here? I swear this is supposed to be closed because you open it from the far side. Well, whatever. There is a guy on the left. I remember that much. Hello. I don't plan to kill the boss in this part, so I will just use up my... Yeah, he always throws 3 poison arrows because it assumes that 3 is required to poison you. I say that and then he fires the 1, but whatever. Look how much poison build-up 1 did. Yeah, you just vibrate down the stairs, that's fine. Right, so left is clear. Why is someone leaving their summoning sign here? Yeah, now this is important. This fence, it took me a while to realise you could do this. You can break the damn things. And the reason you want to is because you come out here and you find an NPC to talk to who specialises in ladders. I can't remember his name, but he has an Irish accent from memory.
Shush, you idiot. Stay quiet.
Don't call me an idiot.
I'm on the run. Don't give me away.
Also, why are you holding your belly? Are you pregnant?
Yeah. Why else would you be here? It's got death written all over it. You want to climb down here? I can lend you a ladder. But, how much can you offer me? Why, yep. I'm trying to help you, you know.
I guess they assumed that at that point you shout at the screen, "Screw you, I'm not paying."
Downright rude, really. I've got a soft heart, so I let you off this once.
So 2,000 souls to do this? Yes.
All right. It'll be just.
And we'll get a little cutscene of him preparing a ladder. A ladder that mysteriously wasn't there a second ago, but whatever. So yeah, you exhaust this guy's dialogue and he should move to Majula, where he can also then give you the option to purchase various ladders to fill that hole in the village to let you go down safely without the need for buying the cat ring. But I don't believe he moves until you kill the boss. We shall see, I suppose. So I should learn a gesture from him, I think. Yep. So we get the prostration gesture. Lovely. And he sells claws, he sells a shield, a whip, a reinforced club, he sells the thief set, and he also sells a bunch of stuff. I don't remember that being so expensive. I can't remember what you use that miniature ladder for. It says it has no use, but I believe it does. And he also sells some nice serums, lacerating knives, and ooze. No spells or anything, but we can talk to him a bit.
Have you heard? Well, apparently, there's this monster lady, right? And the poison, well, does wonders for her body.
So that's giving you a hint about the boss of this area. If she's in poison, she regens health, so that's yet another reason why you need to do the burning of the windmill down there that I did.
Only human women were so petty. That creature, she was human once.
And again, this is lore about the boss.
Yeah. In fact, she was wed to the prince of that nearby castle.
But her husband? He had feelings for another. The princess was desperate and sought eternal beauty, hoping that it would restore the prince's affection. You see what I mean? Before long, the princess's ire transformed her into a monster. Now, listen here. When do you think this all happened? Long ago, when this very land was called something else. We say Drangleic now, but countless kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. And this won't be the last. Oh no. That damned hag just can't let her.
Yeah, okay, you're dragging things on now.
God,
and I think you are repeating pretty much.
God.
Yeah, okay, you are. Good. Right, so we'll quickly go down this ladder to see what I paid 2,000 souls for. And then we'll very, very quickly see if Pate is where I expect him to be, or maybe not, because I've done that conversation with Clayton in a previous part in Shaded Woods. So you're getting a Twinkling Titanite and 1 first lock zone for 2 grand. That is an amazing deal in my opinion, because Twinkling Titanite, I think I explained this, massively, massively rare, and there doesn't seem to be any way to farm it. At least to my knowledge at the point I'm recording this. And first lock zones are always good. Is there a secret wall here? No. Right, so yeah, we'll go see if Pate is there, and then I'm going to have to end the part here because my dog is getting very antsy for her I can't say the word because she's within earshot. For her thing, her meal that happens in the middle of the day. This item's only here to teach you that you can destroy these fences, I think. Simpleton Spice, good. Yeah, so Pate shoot, that's just a switch to... Oh wait, no, actually, this switch opens this. It makes it raise up. And you can very quickly grab an item before it crushes you, in theory. Let's see if I can do it. You can also ride it up, but I can't remember if there's any items up top. Get out of there, get out of there. Okay, we're safe. Right, so Pate should just be through here. I might ride that back up next time. Hang on, is this warning me? Behind? Behind? There's no enemies behind. Or does it mean there's a trap? I can't remember. But Pate's through here on the right, assuming he is actually here. Are you here? You are here! Right, so this conversation may actually change because I've been speaking to Clayton. Let's find out. By the way, I apologise there's been so much NPC conversation in this part. I hope you don't mind. Because I like listening to the NPCs, they're well voice acted. I know they talk slowly, but, you know.
We went through a lot together. Take this as a token of our friendship.
What are you giving me? Oh! Okay, I never had this happen. So he's given me a copy of his weapon, his armor, and a ring of thorns. Wow. Okay, never had this be a thing.
Don't be shy. They were meant for you. Well, we meet again.
Okay, now this is on to the usual conversation he should have. I'm not sure why he considered me a friend. What did I do? Or is that deliberately to, you know, get you on his side? Because he knows you've spoken to Clayton. By the way, if you speak to the map man in Medulla, he mentions that there's he saw a man who looks a lot like a serial killer, and he kind of, he stutters over the name, but it sounds like he's saying Clayton. It might be a mislead. I guess we'll go into more detail once we eventually get to Brightstone Cove. So yeah, once again, like the first time you meet Pate, he's saying there's treasure through that door, but he doesn't have the guts to go get it, and now he's repeating dialogue. Yep, okay, good. So yeah, I've never actually seen his gear, so let's have a very quick look at this. Pate's Spear. Does it have any special attributes? It's not always advisable to stand out, especially if you have something to hide. Yeah, that's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? And what's his gear like? This has been considerably altered, perhaps it was pillaged. And it says that for all of them. Its base stats aren't great. I mean, the mage armor I'm wearing is better, although it has B scaling, so I suppose that's not too shabby. Oops. I always forget you don't need to double press. Right, so I'm going to end here. I'm going to run back to the bonfire as I kind of close here. Next time we will be exploring the rest of Earthen Peak, clearing out the area. There's NPC invasions to handle, there's treasure to be had, and we'll speak to Pate again after that. I certainly hope he doesn't disappear. now that I've spoken to him, but either way, I can't remember if he gives you anything. And well, yeah, we'll also see what's up top there next time too. So yeah, we'll be carrying on progressing through Earthen Keep next time. I don't know whether I can tackle the boss. I think I'll definitely need help, although I am very curious about this NPC summon. My dog is leaning on my knee, staring at me and just giving me those puppy dog eyes that make me feel bad when I ignore her. So that is going to conclude this part. You know, let me know how you feel about the NPC conversations. I am all for letting them say their piece, because I like hearing the story. Maybe you don't. I'd like to think that you do. So we'll see. And I am very quickly going back to Majula because I want to see if the ladder guy moved now or whether I have to kill the boss first. I will show you where he stands. Although I think I accidentally gave that away in my let's look at now that I think of it, because I'd already got him to move at that point. Well, actually, yeah, but I hadn't killed the boss, so therefore he probably does move without killing. And yep, sure enough, there he is, right there. So he gives you the offer to buy different tiers of ladder, and the most expensive is 10 grand, and it's the most helpful. So yeah, I'm going to need a lot of seals, but it probably means that after we finish Earthen Peak next time, that the next area I'll be delving into might well be down there. So yes, thank you for watching as always. I hope you're sticking with the series and showing it the support it needs to get noticed. I do appreciate you watching and anything you do to help, you know, get people watching. Thank you, and ta-ta for now.